A very warm welcome to you. We're live from Paris. I'm Naomi Lloyd. Also coming up for you, it's that time of year again when everyone tries to get their hands on a bargain. Yes, it's Black Friday. But are the savings all they're cracked up to be, or is it just a consumerist con? We'll be taking a look at that in business shortly. And these leather riding boots, which apparently belonged to the Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte, are up for auction in Paris. Find out just how much they're going for and the story behind them. A fresh round of climate protests are set to take place across the world this Friday, with smog-covered Sydney kicking off proceedings. Australia's southeast has been ravaged by extreme wildfires in recent weeks, with anger increasingly directed at the country's ruling party, where protesters gathered outside the Liberal Party's headquarters in Sydney, saying the government is not taking global warming seriously enough.
We're here today because Australia is facing devastating fires. We're here to demand...
Now, it's that time of year again when everyone seems to go a little crazy trying to get their hands on a bargain. Yes, it's Black Friday, as retailers promise the best deals of the year. It's a tradition that comes from the US, the day after Thanksgiving, but it could be on the verge of becoming an entrenched thing here in France too. But are Black Friday savings really all they're cracked up to be? Or is it all just a consumerist con? James Vecina takes a look.
A once-in-a-lifetime deal or a well-crafted scam?
Black Papers. Solange, much of the French press discussing the country's mixed feelings about Black Friday, as we mentioned there. Libération covers this with a front page on the possible dark side to Black Friday.
Yeah, much of the French press is talking about France's sort of love-hate relationship with Black Friday, as you can see.
Now, question for you. How much would you be willing to pay for a pair of boots? How about a pair of boots that belong to the Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte? Well, that's what's going on sale at a Paris auctioneer's today for a whopping €80,000. Well, these leather riding boots are said to have accompanied Napoleon in exile to the South Atlantic island of St. Helena after he lost the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. But there's a catch. Even the auctioneers say it's difficult to verify whether they really belonged to the French emperor. Well, they're a very fine-looking pair of boots anyway. A reminder now of our headlines this hour. Dozens dead in Iraq after the military fires at protesters with live ammunition. One army commander is sacked by the Prime Minister and a local governor resigned. A surprise Thanksgiving visit to US troops in Afghanistan. President Trump reveals that peace talks with the Afghan Taliban have restarted, and he believes the insurgent group wants a ceasefire. A deadly profession. 4 Ebola workers in eastern DR Congo are killed and 6 injured in 2 separate attacks as they work to tackle the virus that's gripped the country's eastern border.